Huh? Oh, you know what you guys are?
Hey guys, it's Scuzzy, and welcome to part 5 of Invention. I was just here at the GE, and this guy here was asking me some questions. So I'm just going to answer. It reminded me that I didn't say in my last video how much I actually spent on 200 mil. I spent around 5 or 6 on 120 and then 19 total on 200 mil. The reason why it took so much for the 200 mil is because towards the end I kind of like just went, hands down, just all in, and spent most of my bank there. I was left with about 4 bill bank left. But yeah, so this video I want to do some trim requirements in the background. You see that I have a lot of them, yeah, so let's see, which ones could we do? We could do we could do this for the statue. That's what I want to do. So yeah, so I think I gotta do my pin, so one sec. I know you guys all want to see my pin, but yeah, not gonna be able to see it. I'm pretty good about hiding that stuff. I remember one time, one of my videos, I accidentally did it, and I actually put the video up, and then I was like, oh, I gotta take it down. So, yeah, so I'm looking for a bag to see which rocks I need to get. So I'll wear this. I usually wear it and then look at it like that. So those are the golden ones. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna do some golden rocks, and then no, I want to do these ones first. No, I didn't get first. I don't know if this guy's trolling or not, but he seems nice. Yeah, so I need agility. Usually I do agility first, and then the last one I do is rune crafting. Yeah, so okay, so oh, this guy got a level. Yeah, I know, everywhere was Scuzzy, and then he came out of nowhere. But yeah, so I'm gonna go check Profundus and comp cape, and we will wear this and teleport to the max guild so I can check the different voice of 7 hours right now. Oh, so we do have Heffin. So I will show you how I do the Heffin one. So I have light creatures, bring light creatures, I have enlightenment scrolls, and then also I have the perfect plus potion that I use, and I basically summon that, and what that does is it gives a higher chance to open the shortcuts in the Heffin area. So that helps, and also the perfect plus potion helps with that as well. So drink a dose of that. That'll last what, 6 hours or so. But yeah, so I'll go back when I'm over there. I'm over here, and yeah, so basically I'm gonna be doing this in the background, and I'm gonna be talking about the race and what happened. So people who are fans of the current rank 1, if you don't want to hear any sort of like negativity, or like not really negativity, but like it might feel like it's negativity towards you because you're a fan of him. If you are a fan of him and you don't want to hear any bad things that he could have done, and like calculations that don't make any sense to what he said, then you should probably leave the video right now, because I have a lot of data and a lot of calculations to disprove that he did what he did, as much as he did it. And but I don't want to say like anything that I think he did, because that's all up in the air. All I'm doing in this video is saying that he basically didn't do what he said he did. And but all that being said, if he did get it legitly, Then I congratulate him on rank 1, and I'm rank 2. I'm the loser. Not really a loser, because I am rank 2, and that's still a very good accomplishment. Um, but yeah, I didn't get rank 1. If he got it legitly, then, grats to him, kudos to him. Did a good job. The only thing that wasn't really a good job is that you were an asshole about it, and you know, you said the reason why you did it is because I did the same thing you at 99 and also 120, which is not really the case. So I'm going to talk about the beginning of the race. So I logged in and I, did everything I possibly could to, gain the best XP. I tried different things, and I finally came up to the conclusion that Rune two-handers and Rune plate bodies were decent for, and then like summoning pouches. I used unicorn summoning pouches, and what else did I use? I used overloads, and I used overload supremes. I had 6,000 of those, and then I also had 28,000 overloads, which I had ended up using all of each of those, actually. But the beginning of the race, I had logged in, and I didn't log out for 23 hours. Or, no, not 23 hours. I hadn't logged out until I actually got 99. Um, but I was still there, and I was watching the high scores all the time. And when I got 49, there were people that were already 70, 75, and I was still stuck at 49. So I tried to figure out what they were doing, and I finally figured out that they were doing hand cannons. So you guys know, basically, you guys already know my story, so I'm going to quickly brush over my story, but just talk about the race, kind of. So here I am at 49. I find the hand cannons, and I start doing the hand cannons, and I got to about 8 million XP, which I believe is mid 80s, and I was pretty close to taking the rank 1 spot just from doing the hand cannons. I don't know why, because everybody else was doing hand cannons. Either just like I'm more efficient with it, or they don't really. I don't know what it was, but I was in first place even though I hadn't logged, and I was the only one who knew that because I didn't log out. So that being said, I was at 8 mil, and the guy, I had just passed the rank 1 that had just logged out, or had been logged out for a little bit, and then all of a sudden some guy named I'm Nick or something, or like, I don't know what his name was, something Nick. He logged out with like 11.5 mil XP, and I was like, oh man, like, I'm still at 8 mil, or like at this point I'm close to 9 mil, and he just logged 11.5 mil, and I was thinking about logging at that XP because I had just claimed rank 1, but I was like, no, it's XP waste, and also there's probably other people who are out there doing this kind of stuff, and one of the people that I was kind of like I knew that would probably be a competition was Lei Mei. It's just I hadn't seen him. He didn't gain any XP. He was still at 0 XP because he didn't log out either. So for him to say, oh, I did a bullshit move on him is really stupid because he did the same exact thing to everybody else. He just logged out at 15 mil XP earlier than I logged out. So he kind of like jumped the gun a little bit. He doesn't have as much patience as far as that goes, against my level of patience. He wanted to show the world that he was rank 1, whereas I was kind of held back, and I was like, I'll take it if it happens. I just want to scope out the competition because I'm more of like a like just get a feel for what's going on before I actually do something, because I don't really like conflict, and I don't like drama. I really hate drama, actually. I hate drama. I don't like conflict. If there's a way that it can be resolved, then I don't want to do it. So I mean, if there's a way that it can be resolved, then I do want to do it. So I didn't really want to log out. I was just feeling what was going on, and he logged out at like 15.5 mil, and he's like 3 mil XP ahead of me already. And I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Like, he just pulled the same thing that I'm doing. So if you want to say anything, he was ahead of me already, and he pulled that bullshit before I ever did. He was doing the same exact thing as me. So for him to claim that I was doing something like that. He's got nothing because he was doing it at the exact same time. He was doing it the whole time from level 1 to 200 mil XP. He was doing the same exact bullshit. At least after 120, I updated my XP normally. You know, I just wanted to get that 99 in one logout, and then I wanted to get the 120 in one logout as well. The 120 didn't work because they had a cold fix at 116. But what I did was I didn't log out when they updated the servers. So basically, it looked like I didn't gain any XP from 99 still. So that was the scoop with that. It's just I don't understand why this guy's so like mad that I got 99 first and 120 first. I mean, it's just like I worked for that, man. You didn't work hard enough for that. And just like you got rank 1 before I got rank 1, you worked for that. You earned that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't understand why you're so mad that like you're rank 1, but you're still really, really mad. People are coming to my friends chat saying your friends chat is not active. It's not as active as mine. And they stay in my friends chat because it's more active. And honestly, it's probably less like aggravating and negative than yours because I don't even bring up you in my friends chat. Other people bring you up and I tell them, no, let's not talk about that. It's not right. You know, and it took me like 4 or 5 videos just to make a video on the race because I don't really want to talk about this kind of stuff. I'd rather just keep it to myself because, you know, it's not worth the drama. But that all being said, I did want to bring out this video because I wanted to clear the air for a lot of people. A lot of people are still wondering, like, what the fuck just happened? You know? It's like when Forsberg got, you know, 5.2 bill all. Everybody wanted to know what he did, you know? And I'm sorry, but Leme is not bringing out any videos. He's not saying anything really. He's just saying, oh, I made 6,000 gizmos to get it in, you know, the time that I got it. Which I'm going to disprove in a couple of minutes. But, so yeah, the beginning of the race, he did the exact same thing that he's saying that I'm an asshole for, which doesn't really make sense, and just he just doesn't really make sense. He just sounds like a very, very angry person, and I really hope that, you know, he finds some happiness. I mean, you would think that getting rank 1 you would find some happiness, but I don't know. So, so basically what happened was, you know, I got the 120 first, and he was a lot of XP behind me, and he stopped at, or actually before that, he stopped at like 43.9 mil XP, and then he slept. And, you know, this ain't stalkerish, but I saw how much he slept. He slept like 7 hours, 7 or 8 hours. So that's already 7 or 8 hours that he slept that I didn't sleep at all because I was still going. I went from 1 to let's see, what did I go? I stayed up for like 50 hours at first. So I went from like level 1 to 130 mil XP before I even slept once. And when I went to sleep, I did a 15-minute power nap and then I got back up. So at this point, you know, I have at least 7 hours on this kid. You know, and like it's to the point where it doesn't make sense that he would be he wasn't on my level at that point. When I was 117 mil and he was about 104 mil on the second nerf. He didn't have any XP built up. I'm assuming he didn't. If he did, then it doesn't make any sense how he had that because he had slept more than I had. Unless, you know, he was doing something, you know, if he was cheating while he was sleeping, basically. Otherwise, you know, he couldn't have done that. So, for all intents and purposes, he did not have any gizmos stored up on the second nerf, and he was at 104 mil XP. Let me bring up the rune tracker for him at that time, because this will help to show what's going on. So yeah, I know you guys are gonna laugh at my my bars up here. You guys think this PhD stuff is a porn folder. It is not. It is graduate for engineering and environmental stuff. but I'm not gonna go for my PhD. But yeah. So let's see. He's rank 1, and let's go to an invention. Let's see. Around here is where I said he's at 104. This is when the second nerf happened. It was around Wednesday at 3 p.m. So, or Wednesday at maybe 6 p.m. Something like that. He had 104, and I calculated all the way to around here, which was around 72 hours. Is right here. So, he had that time to gain his gizmos. So around 72 hours is what I said. And let me pull up the spreadsheet that I made for him. Okay, so here is the spreadsheet that I made for this guy. You can feel privileged that you actually got into one of my spreadsheets, but here we go. We have Limmy XP at 104 mil. Time is around 72 hours. The dismantle rate is around 3,000 an hour because it's 1.2 ticks per dismantle. Obviously, that's at 100% efficiency, which if you're playing for 72 hours straight, you're not going to have 100% efficiency unless you're botting. So the amount of items that he could have disassembled is 3,000 times the 72. So, dismantled an hour times hour, so it cancels the hour, and you got items dismantled. So that's 216,000 items that he could have dismantled in the 72 hours if he played a full 72 hours. Okay? So if he was at, let's see, he said he did 6,000 gizmos. That would have given him, 70 mil XP. And it would have taken a total of 45 hours. Now, that is kind of like, all right, he could have done that, and this is how I did it. This is how I calculated it. So, items most likely used. He most likely used a Rune two-hander, Overload, and Tectonic Helm. These are the different junk chances and the components that you get from it. These are the different, I did some testing, and these are the different rates that you get the stuff from. This is how much it costs. This is what I started with, this is what I ended with, this is how many items I got per 60, this is the items per hour, and this is the items per 72 hours. Then I took the items, I took these rates here per hour, and then I said, okay, so he needed this amount to make 6,000 gizmos, because it requires 2 strong components, 5 crafting parts, and 10 blade parts. So basically this is this number times how many gizmos he was claiming to make. So this is 12,000, 30,000, and 60,000. So these ones, because you can only get 400 per hour, it would have taken 30 hours just to get the strong components. And also, let's see, it would have taken, would have taken 5.5 hours to get these, and then almost 9 hours to get these. Now, that being said, actually, you can get the blade parts at the same time as this, so you can minus that from here. So it's looking a little bit better in his favor. So what we can do is we can actually take the sum out of here. We don't even need to include that. So this would be 35 hours, and we gain. So this is around 2 mil an hour, guys. Okay, so he would have needed 8,200, so that would have taken him 48 hours. Right? So if we look at his thing, he had 72 hours, and he claimed that he slept 5 hours a night. So he had 3 nights, so that's 15 hours. So that's around 65 hours. So technically, he could have done that. It's just, that was a very, very sneaky move. And, not cool in my book. And I hope it's not cool in your guys' book either. Because that's just not cool. Just to do that, Actually, I thought that this was not actually going to work out when I said it at the beginning of the video, but it looks like it would have worked out in his favor, and that he didn't even have to cheat, because if you do the math, this is what 2 different items. All he had to do was dismantle 2 different items, and that would have taken around 50 hours. So he's still at a 65-hour mark. So technically, I guess he is legit. So congratulations on rank 1, and that's really all I got. I mean, that's what I had on him, and I just busted it myself in this video because I thought I had something on him. But yeah. So if you did do gizmos, and that is the way you did it, then congratulations, because you did do it. But if you did not do gizmos, I hope you're satisfied with how you got the 200 mil, and I really do hope that you're happy because, you know, I've been in a time in my life that I was always angry and not happy, and it's not a good feeling, and I could never satisfy, you know, the desire to be happy. It just never happened. I wasn't happy at that point. But you know what? I am happy now, and you know what? If he did do this, then congratulations. It doesn't mean you're a better grinder than me. It doesn't mean that you're a better RuneScape player. It just means you had more money at the time, because this cost a hell of a lot of money. If you did 8,200 tectonic helmets, you, sir, spent a lot of money. And I didn't have access to that money, so technically, you know, there was no way I could have beaten you, because this was around 2 mil an hour, but I was pulling 2 mil an hour as well. And I was doing it, you know, the right way. I feel like you shouldn't have done gizmos, especially after 2 nerfs. Jagex saying, you know, they're basically saying, we don't want you to do gizmos. You know what I'm saying? So, but you did what you did. You got rank 1. I hope you're happy with it. I'm happy with like what happened, because I have a great, you know, player base behind me. There's a lot of people watching me now, and I didn't even have to be rank 1. I mean, you know, you have the haters who are like, yeah, you didn't get rank 1, but you know what? Let me tell you a story, just to finish up this video. I wrote this down because I wanted to remember to say it in the video, but it says, talk about how second place is not second rate. So basically what I mean by that is, you know how everybody, you know, they teach in history books, especially like in America, they talk about Thomas Edison, how he invented the light bulb, basically. That's not entirely true, because there was a guy named Nikola Tesla who actually invented the light bulb, and what happened was he got an investor who happened to be the company that Thomas Edison was working for. And what happened was Thomas Edison stole his patent. And he said, fuck you, Tesla. I'm going to take this and I'm going to invent the light bulb. And so basically, Thomas Edison got famous for something that Tesla did. And the funniest part is that Tesla went back and he goes, you know what? He took my patent and then repatented it, so, you know, officially, so that I couldn't use the same patent and make money off of it. So what Tesla did was he started his own little branch or line or whatever you call it, and got his own investors, and he made a patent that was even better. He invented the neon light before we even knew it was the neon light, which is so incredible. This guy was like way ahead of his time, and that's what I mean by second place is not second rate. Tesla was so much better than Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison just took the credit for Tesla's idea, and then Tesla came back around and made it even better, which I feel like is what happened with this race, because you know, I came up with the method of the tectonic and the malevolent, and he basically took my idea and ran with it, and then basically patented it because I couldn't afford it the whole way through. And then, you know, it just happened the way it happened, but it's not, I'm second place, but I'm not second rate, guys, you know, and I know all of you guys know that. I just want to say it in a video, and I just want to thank you guys for your support, and it really does make me feel special. Like, as stupid as that sounds, like, it really does. Like, oh, okay, I got all my agility rocks, so I'll move on to, let's say, divination. But, yeah, so that didn't take long at all. It didn't even take a half an hour. So, let's get some muspa. But yeah, basically, guys, you really do help me out, because, like, I don't really want to say, like, I'm needy, or, like, I'm an attention whore, but it really, like, it helps everyone, you know? Like, if you're not, like, liked or loved by someone, then you really feel it. But if you are liked or loved by someone, you do feel that as well. And I hope you guys know that I really do appreciate the amount of support and the love that you guys have given me. And I'm gonna be continuing to make videos, although I do need to go look. I'm looking for a job, because a couple months ago I I became unemployed basically, and I've been looking for a job, but I'm looking for more like a specific, well, here, let me get my stuff ready and then I'll talk about it. Yeah, so all I need to do really is get some incandescent energy. But, yeah, so basically, like, I'm trying to find a job where it's, like, a setting where it's lab-type setting and it's water purification, because I really, really, really want to go into water purification and go around the world and actually set up different, stations, or, just teach people in different countries how to, you know, do, how to purify the water that they have, using the stuff that they do have. So that's something that I really, really want to do. That's why I had the PhD folder and, that kind of stuff. So it's a little tough for me to find a job in that area because, I'm looking for something specific. But yeah, so in the meantime that I'm doing that, I'll be making videos. I'm working on a couple of different projects on the side, but they're kind of like full-time jobs. So basically, I'm doing a full-time job. I'm looking for a full-time job, and I have one full-time job on hold right now. And then I have YouTube going on, and I'm trying to rebuild my bank. All this stuff is going on, and so bear with me if I can only make like one video a day, if it's like a stupid video, or just like the kind of videos that I make are just like podcasts, kind of, with like something in the background you can look if you really, really feel like looking. But it's not really that important. I mean, there's no XP drops, so it's kind of boring. But yeah, so that, I think, wraps up what happened with 200 mil invention. I'm not mad at Lei Mei at all. I just think that the way he went about it was kind of like Edison and Tesla, where he was kind of a douche. If I had the money, or if I had known that he was gonna, do what he did, I probably would have done the same thing, and I would have gotten rank 1. So he kind of had to cheat in a way where he had to make me psychologically think that I was okay. I mean, in the back of my mind, I knew that he was going to do something. I just didn't know it was going to be that drastic, or that crazy. But yeah, so I feel like that about sums it up, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I didn't get very much progress done in the video, but I will be making trim videos again, probably. Just let me know in the comments if you do want that, because I have been doing trim requirements for the last like 4 or 5 months. I'm about 5 weeks away from it. It's just I didn't make any videos because I had a full-time job. I wasn't getting as much support. If I don't get much support on YouTube, it makes me not want to put out content. I'm just saying, like, that's how most YouTubers are. That's how most people are. I mean, like, if you don't get support for something, you feel like there's no point in doing it, because literally there's no gain for me to making videos other than entertaining you guys. Like, I'm not making any money off of this, and I'm trying to monotonize my videos to see if I can make a couple of bucks, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the option is there for everyone. I mean, you could go do it, like, make a couple videos and just make a couple of bucks. I mean, I want to go buy those burgers, you know what I'm saying? If anybody, you guys are from my old series, you'll know that I love burgers. But yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you guys. It's just I'm making a video and my mind is like focused on the video and trying to say what I gotta say. But yeah, so the people that are on like friends chat and public chat are kind of like on the back burner when I'm making a video. But I know I saw it. I saw it. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that's about it. Just let me know what you guys want to see in future videos. I don't know if there's gonna be any more of Invention. You really, really need to stretch the point that you want another Invention video, and you got to tell me what you want it on, because at this point, I don't think there's anything really to talk about. I made a money-making one. I mean, I could make a guide, but that probably won't be in the parts. It won't be Invention Part 6 and whatever. It would just be like Invention Guide. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so Yes, you must be famous. I have some followers. I went from 400 and something, 450 subscribers to we're almost at 1,000. If not, we might be at 1,000 already, which is amazing. I've been sitting at 450 for like 3 years now, so it's incredible. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I know that I'm like just rambling now, so I'm gonna cut the video. But yeah, so just let me know what you guys want in the coming videos, and hopefully I can deliver that. So I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Hey guys, sorry adding another clip to the end of this, but I had remembered that I had forgotten to say something in the last video. According to Lamy's XP gains at the end, I had gotten so like wrapped up in, oh, he actually did it legit and shit. So, but I want to bring this up. He gained, this is Saturday at like 11 p.m. He gained this in like 2 hours when he did it. This was not, Rune Tracker's kind of like a little glitched or slow, but my friends and I were online, and you know, we were looking at his XP to see if he, you know, gained any more XP, and he went from 121 to 132 in about an hour, and then 2 hours later he was 200 mil. So I'm not quite exactly sure how he got 67 mil in 2 hours, because if you look at this here, actually I don't know if I have it on here, but it takes at least 1 minute to, let's say he banked all of his gizmos. He made them beforehand and he banked them. So, wait, hold on a second. This is just dismantling. Hold on a second, guys. End of the video. Spoiler alert. This is just dismantling stuff to get your components. I did a test, and it took... Oh, wait, hold on. No, it took 2 minutes and 20 seconds to do a full 28 gizmos and add things onto them. Now, he would have had to done a minute and a half just to prep to make 6,000. So you'd have 6,000 gizmos times times 60, which is times 1.5. So that's how many minutes it would have been, and then divide that by 60. So that would be, no, that doesn't make any sense. 6,000, oh, sorry, divided by 28. So that would take another 5 hours. Yeah, he could have done that still. So, but anyways, the last bit of his XP, though, what I want to say about that, though, is, he got that in 2 hours. Now, it takes a minute for every single gizmo to make, and he had around 8,200 of them, I guess. I don't know. He says 6,000, but 8,200 seems more like that, because he had some of the XP beforehand, so he would have had to done it total. But 6,000 gizmos is around 70 mil XP, and he did that in approximately 2 hours. And even if he had all of those 6,000 gizmos banked, it would have taken him a minute each to do that. So you divide that by 28, and then multiply by, you can only do, and then multiply that by 1, and then divide by 60. So it would take him 3.5 hours to do that, and it took him 2. So I'm not sure what happened there. Either he like glitched actual high scores or something happened, but I'm not saying that part is cheating. It's just that part didn't look right, and that's why I went and I looked into this whole thing. But again, if you did get it legitly, then congratulations to you. But this is the end of the video, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.